going to sing the chorus.
Let's do it.
So
straight into it. Let's
here we
go.
והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. השם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב, ויהיה לי עוד יותר טוב ועוד יותר טוב, עוד יותר טוב ועוד יותר טוב, עוד יותר טוב ועוד יותר טוב, ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. השם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי.
Love.
ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב.
Tov. Good.
Just good. All good.
Kindness, goodness, love. That's the focus of today's beautiful, beautiful podcast.
Love,
real kindness podcast.
love,
It really is real.
Love,
There's nothing more real than being at a Just One Chesed CEO wedding. And the sirens go off
that was
just before the chuppah.
epic.
And everyone has to now go inside. I mean, I didn't make it inside, but a lot of people did. And Baruch Hashem, it was such a special moment because people got more and more inspired. As you said, epic. People got more on fire. I even went viral a little bit, the videos from that moment, because I saw in Eli Stefanski shir, the Daf Yomi shir there in MDY, they posted the miracles that Hashem did for us that last night. Like there was literally fragments of the missile landed outside a base midrash where usually kids are hanging out, and thank God a Magachir was Marek. Anyway, but kids, Hashem showing His love in a time of pain. The wedding went ahead beautifully. The chuppah was beyond. Shlomo Buso came, and Shlomo Katz obviously led it. The whole thing was beyond, and the chesed, the simcha. And you see that the forces of good are stronger than whatever our enemies are trying to do to us.
That's right, because I think it was the Lubavitcher Rebbe who said only one match. You take one match into a room of darkness and you can light it up. You light up the room.
That's
right?
right.
So it doesn't take much. And again, I just want to remind everybody that acts of chesed, doing kindness, doesn't have to be these huge, big, grandiose things. It's really... It's saying good morning to your neighbor with a smile.
100%.
It's smiling.
Small things.
It's just smiling to your neighbor. What's up, brother?
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
It's been an intense, like in between Purim and Pesach, it's always like a bit of a trying time. I still got my Purim vibes like lying around. Still like finishing off the Shlach Manos. The truth is, every day we're going down, get up, going down. This is the Mishkan being put down, up until we get to Rosh Chodesh Nisan, and it's already this Shabbos HaChodesh, and most of Shabbos already be Rosh Chodesh Nisan. We're like a whole new energy of renewal. Good vibes of unity are needed more than ever. But you see what's going on in Israel, and what's beautiful is people are, instead of choosing to focus on the lack of unity, which if you look in the media, that's all they in general. That's why we don't look in the media.
It's such a small group of people.
There is so much unity going on within all the balagan, even with like the buses being held up all around Yerushalayim, and people.
Did you see the story? Did you see the story of the woman?
Yeah.
She's like
fed people on the bus.
That's right. Older people were getting hungry and tired, didn't understand what was happening. She literally got off the bus because the buses weren't moving. She bought a couple of pies of pizza, and she literally just gave pies of pizza to people on the bus. That at the end, that's what it's all about.
That's what I'm about.
Small act of kindness. That's really what it is. And it doesn't have to be grandiose. Like, pick up a phone on a Friday and call and wish somebody that you normally don't. Shabbat Shalom. Hey,
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey. Thinking about you. Just wanted to say Shabbat Shalom. How you doing?
So one of the things of the Gemara in Daf Yomi right now, because it's very Mashiach Gemaras, and this is the time of year. Yeah, it's Sanhedrin, the Tzaddik Dafs, the Tzaddik, Kol Yisrael Yesh Chelek.
כל ישראל יש להם חלק לעולם הבא שלהם, אמר
עמי כולם צדיקים.
ועמי כולם צדיקים, עולם ישועה, אז נטר 200, מעשה ידי להתפאר.
That's Am Yisrael, so that's the energy right now in the world. Like the Mashiach energy before Gula, Samach Gula, Purim, Pesach, end of Chodesh Adar, Chodesh Nisan. There's a whole Chodesh of kindness, of everything Kesidran, everything Yud Kevavke, everything Yismuch Shemam Segalar. It's a lot of light and chesed and renewal and spring. The whole Pesach's built of kindness. It's all built of love. And
Kodesh Baruch Hu's kindness and His mercy.
Yeah, His love towards us as a people, choosing us and giving birth to us every year, renewing our Munah, Chag of Munah. This is a time. So there's a tremendous energy right now, and this is it's really up to us to tune into that vibes. I love Israel. We love you too. India and Israel. Someone wrote Oslo, Osho. I know what Osho is. Glory for Ukraine. Them too. My son. He's gone back to Miluim right now. That's the cover picture on YouTube. He's went back and he's in touch with some of his other unit people. The guy in his unit from India. Funny enough, Ami is also in Miluim with him, and another Miluim who's now become Kava, Keva. He's also he's Ukrainian, and it's amazing, like the nations that are within the Israeli army. It's not, God forbid, exclusive. It's inclusive of all the different people that understand.
What are you talking about? Israel's an apartheid state. What do you mean?
Chas v'shalom.
Obviously, I'm
Chas v'shalom. So even this week decided to write my Just One Chesed, Just One Kindness. It's the Chesed is kindness. So anyone who doesn't get it yet, this is about real kindness. So I want to hear a little bit from Yosef, because he just showed me before the shir start. Once again, there's so much projects going on. And the love, the kindness, the right mindset brings out people to do acts of kindness. And not just from Just One Chesed, but all the people that join on to Just One Chesed and expand that sphere of kindness. So please tell us what's been going on.
Baruch Hashem, a lot's been going on. Obviously, we still have our Meals for Heroes program where we're providing about 40 meals a day. Since its inception in February of 23, we've provided over 65,000 meals, which, if you think about it, is complete and utter insanity.
Amazing.
I don't know, this week has been a pretty nutty week. On Sunday, I had 3 food requests from 3 different units. So B'ezrat Hashem, tonight I have at 9 p.m. taking 15 pies of pizzas to some soldiers in Chatmar Etzion, and then tomorrow we have 20 soldiers who are having like a Yom Kef Kazeh that they're getting some hummus platters, and then tomorrow night we have another group of soldiers that are getting pizza. I also had a request from the Search and Rescue Unit, who's been, by the way, the Search and Rescue Unit has been in the Gush area in Etzion for the last year and a half, since the war began. Mamash, they've been here since then, and they're finally getting released on Thursday. And the Rasapit from the folks over at Panorama reached out yesterday. They're 90 soldiers. They're leaving at 2 p.m. They asked for lunch at noon. They're 90 soldiers. They need like 30, 40 pies of pizza. So if anybody wants to sponsor that, please reach out to me, because I'm still looking for a sponsor for that.
I mean, I'm watching live all the requests, and it's real, and these soldiers are needing, and you even had a search and rescue, and
so yesterday, it's so crazy. Yesterday,
constant traffic. I mean, unbelievable.
It was the request of last week. There was a different search and rescue unit in the Yerushalayim area. They also the makim it was the mefakdim of the kitot. There were 10 of them. They were having like a Yom Kef Kazeh, and they wanted to work out. They did the Ninja Gym yesterday at Gold's Gym, and we had thank God they did that for an hour, and then they had a yoga session for an hour, and we were able to, Baruch Hashem, find a sponsor to that. Thank you to Ruth Rosenberg in New York, who sponsored that. Shout out to her son, Harry Rosenberg, Rabbi Harry. And she did it, Leilu Nishmat, her husband, Shalom ben Shimshon, who was huge into CrossFit. He was a gym rat. He loved CrossFit, he loved being in shape, so she sponsored it, and his yahrzeit coming up, so she did it in his memory. There's just a tremendous amount of things that are going. This is just mamash baktana, like on the small aspect of things as to what's going on. We're potentially having a meeting next week with someone very, very large in the military.
I don't mean big, large.
I don't mean physically large. I mean in a high position. That's all I can say right now. But and there are other things that we do. We have like the physical wellness days that we have for the soldiers. That
I mean that
you've
benefited
benefited
myself,
that for the soldiers and their families.
Look,
we had the mental health and wellness
this
retreat
is
that we
real.
did up north. I mean, this is stuff.
This is live.
And by
The war
way,
is not ended.
There's still a need
it's
for
still
drones,
happening, guys.
There's still a need for vests, and there's still a need for helmets, and all these different things. It's insane.
And you know what? It's all about.
It's there. And it's
I wanted
real.
to say with the Daf Yomi, that's the whole point. It's Shuva Hashem. Not only is it about Mashiach, but it's also about us doing Shuva. That's
Can we sing that song?
I know. I wanted to get
That was like that's
Shuva
one of my
Hashem.
favorite
Shout out
songs.
to Shlomo Katz and
Yes.
Shir David community. He brought down a beautiful song
While he was
from the
at Shuva Junction
after everything.
We've done this before.
Yeah.
We've definitely sang this song before.
But this
but
song captures the energy right now
just-
because I'm Yisrael right now. The missile's coming towards us. We got to do tshuva, and we want to do tshuva ba'ava with love. Someone asked me today, why isn't the Rambam in the Animamin talk more about ava? It didn't even mention the word ava? Why is no love? And the same when I was in yeshiva, I used to ask the Rabbonim, where's the love in the learning? And like, it's a point right now before Mashiach comes where Hashem's showing us so much love in so many different ways. And as much as we feel broken and heartbroken in one part of ourselves, and the other part of ourselves, we're just feeling the kiruv, the love. The doors are open now for tshuva and shuva. There's opportunities all day, every day to inspire, to share light. Rav Shlomo's been talking about it. Every day you wake up, you have an opportunity to be like Rav Shimon Bar Yochai, to shine light to the whole world, not just to yourself, to the whole world. You see, there's such a need for it. There's such
the key to that
request for it.
Is
a big kush.
As Hanan Ben Ari says, right? His new song.
Yeah.
Hayom kamti sameach, toda Elokim, toda Elokim. You gotta wake up happy.
That's the thing.
The first thing
gratitude.
the first word that comes out of our mouth is modest. Thank you.
This morning, after such a late night at the wedding, my wife still woke up. I try and make her a coffee. She made me a coffee. So the first thing I had to do, other than thanking Hashem, and this is my Rebbe told me years ago, is thank Hashem for my wife, for my soulmate. It's one of the first things. Everyone for Shalom Bayis. It's a big challenge nowadays. Thank Hashem for your wife. Thank Hashem for your soulmate if you have one. And if you don't have one, thank Hashem for the soulmate that's going to be. And it's coming.
Anyone who needs a shidduchim, Bezrat Hashem, they should have a shidduch this year. Amen. Anyone who's looking to have a Zera bar kayama, they should have that this year. Anyone who's struggling with parnasa, Bezrat Hashem should have that this year. There is no household that's not having any issues. It's mamash, it's insanity. Yep. But yesterday we have meetings at Just One Chesed on Monday mornings, and the first thing that we go around the table and we just discuss what are the things that we're excited for this week. And I said the thing that I was excited most about this week is the fact that I have my wife and kids back home. They were in Chicago for a couple of weeks.
Should only be for simchas.
Amen. And Bezrat Hashem. Only good things. So we're gonna wrap up with Shuva Hashem.
Shuva Hashem. Just a big shout out again to all the people that send in some good energy. Like even people are telling me they're listening to the podcast. When we get feedback, it means a lot.
Right, it helps.
You can write it down also. Like people over here. Yeah, people are giving us salad, achi chazak. Yeah, thank God people online are responsive. It makes a big difference.
But also, let us know what you want us to talk about in terms of kindness, or if you have any questions or whatever it may be.
Feedback will build the program. Shout out to Zera Shimshon, they let some of the equipment here. Shout out to just Am Yisrael in general, the fact that we are a resilient nation. We're not being intimidated by these current challenging times. Right? In fact, we're growing. And the challenges build us. And that's part of beautiful Am Yisrael, is that we go out Mitzrayim. We came from a place of Meitzarim, of difficulty, and we became Am Yisrael. We became a nation that's light unto the world, and lighting up all the neshamas, all the souls of humanity, and not just the souls, to all the way down to the most physical levels. That's what we have, that ability. So let's return to Hashem with love. And let's sing. Let's do it.
Shuva Hashem et sheviteinu gafikim v'negev. Shuva Hashem et sheviteinu gafikim v'negev. Shuva Hashem et sheviteinu gafikim v'negev. Shuva Hashem et sheviteinu kafikim b'negev. Hazorim bedima beina yitzaru Berina Yitzhak Yididan Dididan Dandam Ayididan 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 Dandam Hazorim Bedima Berina Yiksoru Hazorim Bedima Berina Yiksoru. Have an unbelievable, amazing rest of your week. And Bezat Hashem, we'll see you guys
kindness,
again.
guys. Share it. Make it real.
Bezat Hashem, we will see you again next week.
Don't forget Unity bookings as well. By the way,
sure.
Anyone want tickets? Lag Ba'omer, Nissan Black is doing a big show all the way by Meron, right by there in Svat. And tickets are on sale now. And this is the time. Get an early bird discount. Sorry for the last minute shout out, but only love.